The House and Senate spent the day running full speed into a fiasco of their own making. Major parts of the federal government will shut down at midnight unless Congress passes a bill to keep the government funded. House Republicans have refused to do that without a one-year delay in one of the key provisions of the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. There are late-breaking developments in this story, and here is Nancy Cordes on Capitol Hill.
Scott, the Capitol is locked in what feels like a never-ending game of chicken. The Republican-led House has just passed for the third time a GOP bill that funds the government but also weakens the president's health care law. And for the third time, Senate Democrats say they will block it.
Well, we're at the brink.
With time running out, House Speaker John Boehner announced his party's newest salvo, a bill to fund the government that also delays the individual mandate in the health care law, which requires all Americans to buy insurance.
The House will act this evening, and we'll send it over to the United States Senate.
Senate Leader Harry Reid warned this bill would meet the same fate as the previous two, which would have defunded or delayed the health care bill altogether.
They are closing down the government. I don't know what in the world is wrong with them, why they're fixated on this Obamacare. It is the law.
The strategy is being championed by Texas Senator Ted Cruz, along with dozens of Tea Party House Republicans who rode a wave of Obamacare-related anger into office in 2010. Louisiana's John Fleming.
Do you think this is worth shutting down the government over?
I think this is worth fighting over Obamacare, which the American people reject.
And worth shutting down the government?
That's all I have to say.
But for the first time, some House Republicans, like New York's Peter King, are saying they won't go along with their GOP colleagues.
No, I'm going to vote against it. I have to vote against it. All we're doing is leading ourselves into a government shutdown for no reason. We've been, in effect, hijacked by Ted Cruz and by a segment of this party that has prevented us from keeping the government open.
But he is in the minority. Most House Republicans are sticking together right now. And Scott, we expect to see this ping-ponging between the House and the Senate continue through the early morning hours possibly, but with no clear resolution in sight.